Yo,
Yo, how's it going?
hey, pretty good. How about you?
Bad, not bad.
Nice. So what are you thinking of going over today?
So there's like two matchups and that I'm like, I think I'd like someone better than me to take a look at, like how I'm playing them. And it's like, um, I think like Marth Falco. Uh, I played, I played Sumi at the Arcadian, in pools, and I've, I'll link the VOD. I think it should be at the timestamp. And I felt like I was kind of like
King of those meds versus.
doing all right in neutral, and then I would just like have Marth in the corner, uh, like and not convert that into a stock. And I feel like the set was like 3-1, and I kind of rolled a little bit by running it back to FD, but I felt like I was winning neutral hard enough to like win the set at certain points. Game one was kind of bad, but like I would like win neutral. Like that's the vibe I got. I haven't like watched it back, but I would win neutral, have Martha in the corner, and then like kind of just not know how to like convert that. And when I play Fox in that matchup, like I'm not like I'm my Fox isn't like just a lot worse than my Falco, but it's like I don't I don't feel like I have that same problem because I can always it's like I feel like Fox can kind of just like, all right, I have them at like 90. I can just like, as long as like I read where they are, I can just put an up smash there or a grab, and it's like, that's it. And I don't know how to get that with Falco really. And I don't know. Maybe you have like a different, like
Yeah,
maybe you'll
no,
watch the
I mean
set.
I do think that it is like, especially like Fox has vertical kill moves, which just makes him better at killing every character in the game compared to Falco, pretty much. Fox is just
Yeah,
like better at killing than the rest of the top tiers if you think about it, like Marth,
yeah, that's what I'm
Sheik,
realizing. It's like
except for like Falcon.
Falcon.
Falcon,
Yeah,
yeah, I guess, and it's just because Falcon is like knee, and if Falcon didn't have knee, he would not be that good at killing, comparatively to Fox. So Fox is just really nasty at getting his kills and like kind of broken a little bit.
yeah. I'm like Fox is underrated, low key. Like that's how I'm feeling about him right now.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like it does it. He is probably underrated, just by some people, because I do think that he's like clearly he's like almost definitely the best character. Like with like math and stuff. I'm like he's probably the best. It could maybe be Marth. It could maybe be Falco in like some crazy world where
I
everybody gets really good. But most likely it's just Fox kind of clears because he just has like so many good, strong, easy, fast options.
and they're like the same. It's like you wave shine and drill and like up air, and it's like the same way on everyone. It's like
Yeah, I think
like
it's like
compared to yeah,
it's just like, oh man, Fox is so broken, and then someone SDIs drill and grabs you, and then they kill you, and you're like, okay, wait a minute, like they SDI out of your up air and come back and nothing happens, and you're like, okay. So I think that like or like the up smash whiffs, you can just lose a stock if you whiff the up smash and they don't get hit. Like you try to jab up smash, they air dodge past the jab, and then they grab you, or they air dodge past the up smash after the jab and they grab you. So it's not actually like as free to kill Marth with Fox as sometimes it might seem. Like I think a lot of the Marths have really really bad defense, but I also do think that like inherently you're gonna get a lot like killing Marth on stage with Falco is like impossible, right? Because like he doesn't have any vertical kills.
yeah.
So
It's
like
like maybe on Yoshi, like get it down to
yeah, like yeah, you can like very rarely get a kill on Marth like off the top or something at like somewhat low percent. On like Yoshi's, you can kill him at like 0 with shines, but in general, the only way you're gonna really kill him is like off of edge guards, And sort of like the theory for the matchup on like how to play it the best in my mind is that you you use, because Falco's like neutral game is definitely better than Marth's if you do everything correctly, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel that.
Definitely feels like you can like win more often in neutral, and so I think it's kind of like you use the superior neutral to sort of work Marth into the corner. The point of the corner isn't as much that like when you have Marth in the corner, it's not like you've got him. It's just that he's a little bit worse because he can't like change his spacing. Like if you move forward, he can't move back and tipper you. You know what I mean? And like because he's in the corner, and like every time you hit him, it's a lot more likely that he goes off stage. And those are kind of why the corner is good. Is like he can't adjust backwards, and he can't and he gets sent off stage easier. But it's not like, oh, I've got Marth in the corner, he's cooked. That's just like not really a thing. The only time Marth, like he gets less good in neutral, but there's no like punish you can do just because he's in the corner. And sort of the idea is that you just limit his options to the point where he's like off ledge or in the corner, and you can kind of hold him there, and then eventually if you win neutral in that spot, he's off stage. And the idea is that you're going to mostly just go for like 50-50 edge guards and stuff. And if you miss your 50-50, like if you do an early down air from ledge, double jump down air from ledge, and he gets ledge, he's still in this crazy disadvantage where he's going to get lasered off the ledge and stuff like that. And then he has to deal with like that position again. And then when he comes back, you get another 50-50. And so if like you're guessing right, it's just kind of over. And then if you're not guessing right, it's kind of like, you know, you get like a second chance sort of, just because Marth's ledge options aren't that good. I definitely don't think it's ideal, like how to kill Marth in this matchup. But I think that if you have good enough punish that your edge guards are like if you can edge guard Marth at a 50% chance rate and you don't throw stuff away, I think it's pretty strong.
Maybe that's what like I need help with then, because I don't have a good like flow chart. Like I it's just kind of like I hit him off stage and then it's like just vibes. I'm gonna like, I hope I don't kill myself when I'm like trying to call out like a double jump, and it's like I think I've just played it a lot of Melee, and like it kind of like I'm like kind of like decent at it sometimes, but it's not like a short, like I'm not, I wouldn't say I'm good at it. Like it gets me by and I can go like 2-2 3-2 whatever at a local, but like I'm not yeah, I wouldn't call myself good.
It's also just sort of not like, if like what else should I say here, is like you want to think of off stage as neutral. Like when Martha's off stage, you're still playing neutral. Like the situation you're thinking of as Marth being in the corner, where you're like, he was in the corner, but I wasn't able to like find the like kill, essentially, you know? That doesn't really exist. It's more so that when he's off stage, you have him in like the corner, basically. Where like you still need to play neutral. You still need to like make it confusing where you are. I think a lot of people do this thing where when they're edge guarding Marth, where they kind of just like pretend like they're edge guarding Sheik, and they're like, I'll just look wherever Marth is, and Marth is here, so I wave dash to edge, and then Marth is here, so I double jump, and then, you know, I get reversal. And it's kind of like, well, the Marth is like reading you because you're making it like really obvious in that spot. And so like a lot of, I sort of try to tell people that when Marth is recovering, you want to like empathize a lot more with the Marth. It's like a lot easier than trying to like flowchart it. Like against Sheik, it's good to think about what option the Sheik is gonna do, but like, you know, you're probably gonna do a similar edge guard anyway, and you're kind of just responding to like where she up Bs and stuff. But you can't really react to Marth up B like at all, and so you pretty much have to just be like, okay, well, maybe, maybe you should up B now, and then if he does, you're in a position to punish it, and then you're like, okay, maybe you shouldn't up B now, and then you grab ledge later, and then now he's stuck, or something like that. And maybe, like, you get this tiny read where you grab ledge later, like after his double jump, and now it's a flow chart, because now you realize that you can, backwards double jump regrab or something like that.
Maybe I think I'm just really bad in general at edge guarding, because I think I treat Sheik edge guards the way you're describing Marth edge guards. I'm like,
oh, like you're big reading the Sheik edge guards.
yeah, I've like kind of, I don't know, if I think I can get away with that, like I like doing that because I hate like dealing with like what happens after Sheik, like when Sheik is like kind of at mid% and like she can like air dodge on down smash or like get like a crazy up B angle. I just hate dealing with that, and I like would rather just like try to catch her jump with a back air, like F smash.
Oh yeah, like if she can double jump air dodge down smash back or whatever, then like yeah, I agree that you should just be playing that. Like you can't react to her if she has a double jump that can make it back to the stage. I'm just talking about like like if Sheik up B's, you're like not trying to like bait Sheik to go to ledge and read her. You're like, oh, she up B's, let me cover ledge and do a get up and then punish on stage. Yeah, and like Marth has that a little bit, but it's not the same, and people kind of treat it the same where they just kind of like, Marth will recover and I'll just do my flow chart, and the Marth is like, man, this person just does this same position every time, and I can just like. Marth has a lot of time when he's recovering. His recovery's not super good. It is a good recovery, but you don't have like a ton of options. But if somebody is just making it really obvious, like what they're thinking, like they just like, oh, I just follow the flowchart on Marth, then like it's so easy to read as Marth that like you'll almost always find a way back.
Okay, just to be clear, I don't mean like. I guess like when I say like I don't have a flowchart, it's more like I don't have like a. If you ask me to sit down and like assign like like a like I don't mean the guaranteed flowchart in the sense of like like a chain grab, just like if I have an idea of like what they want to do, like I don't have like a clear, like I don't go into it with like a, okay, if I do this, like grab ledge, double jump down air, like, in this spacing or whatever, like what happens if I guessed wrong? Like that's more what I mean. Is like I don't have like a what happens if I guess wrong.
Okay. I'm down to talk about that. We can take a look at the VOD and see if we can see any examples to talk about.
Okay.
Is the stream working for you, or like the Discord stream?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that was unfortunate. I like that back air.
Should I? Yeah, I was thinking like maybe I should have down air. No, but he
no. The back air was really good here. You just, like if you had hit him back like the right, like you were just, it was just like one of those like frame or two late things, because I thought this was gonna hit this way too, like it was like if you had been like one frame earlier on this back air. Do you claw these?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I was just like literally.
No, I was just curious. I think if you were like one frame faster or whatever, it would have worked. So like I think this decision was completely good. I just think it just slightly didn't work out because that's melee. But I think like I don't think there was anything to like adjust there.
Maybe I didn't drift in all the. I've been recently like going like I'd open like a Slippy VOD and just like actually looking at the input display on the overlay thing, in case like when I'm like, did I mess up? And I wish I could do that, but I don't think they uploaded the Slippy VODs for this tournament.
Yeah, like what are you looking for in this spot, or like what would you be looking for?
No, just like to see if I didn't drift in as well as I could have, like with the left stick, Like maybe
Oh,
the
I
double
see what
jump.
you're saying. Yeah, let me see. I can usually tell. Not maybe not frame perfect, but nah, you drifted in. I think you were just a couple frames late based on his double jump position.
Yeah.
I just like don't think you made a mistake there really. It was just
Okay.
like position that looks like the position where you're supposed to back air and you did the back air and it was like, well, it was 0.1 millimeters off and it's like, yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I guess.
Wait one sec, what happened to the start of this game? Is it just
That's a
starts
good.
like, oh no, I see.
Did it cut out, or maybe I linked the wrong timestamp.
No, I think it wasn't cut out. I think you didn't link the timestamp. I just like went to the timestamp, and I think I just went too late, so it might be on that. Yeah, I think like I would prefer to not try to hit Marth directly, like at the beginning of a game. Um, quite as much. Like just at like low percent, like I think like I don't know, this matchup has this kind of like what's the best way to describe it? Like as the Marth, you would prefer if that there were just constantly like bodies clashing. Like you want nothing more than for Falco to be like, I'm gonna beat you in a minute, you know? And I
Yeah.
think you want nothing less than like when I remember when I would play Marth against Falco, and I played a few people who I played. There was one guy I played. He probably remembers this, but I don't remember his tag. And he was just this Falco player I played at like a major in like friendlies, and he wasn't that good. But he was like, yeah, my roommate plays Marth, and I just grind against Marth all day. And all he would do is like laser at these ranges where it felt really dumb of me to try to hit him, but like I also it just felt like he was like, well, I'm not really gonna attack you, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll attack you, and he was like, go ahead, like like in the game, right? Like go ahead, like
Yeah.
I'm kind of like ready in this position, and then I would kind of be like, all right, well, I don't just want to attack stupidly, so I'll try to be safe, and then like I would kind of end up a little passive, like dealing with the lasers, because I wouldn't want to just feel like I like gambled in, and
Yeah.
then like once I was actually in the passive state, then I think it would be a lot easier for him to like find an approaching laser or something, because I was way more likely to like continue waiting. Like he kind of like
Okay.
conditioned me to like wait a little bit more rather than like swing. Whereas like at the beginning of a game, and just like in general until a Marth has like shown signs of being passive, most of the time, like if you were a Marth player, you would like I would start with like I'm gonna nair in and then mash fair out of laser and like see if they give it to me, you know? And like
Y-
you kind of need to make sure that doesn't work before you get to play the real game. Like you can use the platforms, you can do whatever, but I think like going in right here is like trying to get an opening within the first 2 seconds of the game is like like I think it's good that you like are getting these lasers in, but like immediately like see like you see the fair here, like you see that this is like the process, but you like still go for this like you hit this fair. Like if I see Marth doing that and like I'm shooting this laser, I feel like
I,
the mango response here is to dash dance down air this fair, like try to hit the
okay.
dash dance down
I
air on the
was.
fair.
Yeah.
And I
So
don't
two
think
things.
you necessarily have to, but that is the most like if you're going for like a direct punish, that's what you would do there.
Yeah. So I think like two things have like two thoughts I have on this is that like I think what you said about playing like more passively until Marth like also like accepts that you're gonna play passively. I think that's an adjustment I made after game one.
Okay, okay, nice.
And then I think I was just like I don't, maybe I'm wrong for this, or maybe it like doesn't matter ultimately, or maybe it was just like yeah, just play more passive as your like level one default is the correct thing. But I think with that like I saw the fair there, and my thought process was like okay, so the like the nair in place and then take laser fair didn't work. Maybe they'll try to like dash back, and then I like
But you
I don't
see
know.
how you're like risking so much
Yeah.
for like a maybe I laser Marth out of his dashback and we go back to neutral. um,
Yeah.
there's a nice sort of easy rule that I have, which is that if you land a laser, like, what's the best way to describe it? Like, if you land a laser at a range where maybe laser grab looks good, not that you would actually laser grab, but like at the range where maybe that would be like viable, maybe. Even if he's like in the air, like above you, then you hit the laser, then it's time to immediately approach because there's this thing against Marth where like you can like laser nair him out of like short hop fair. Like if he short hop fairs, he's in the air and you like laser him, you can hit laser nair before his fair comes out. But only if you're like within, I think it's like a 3-frame window or something
pretty
like
close,
that.
right? Yeah.
It's pretty tight. But basically, you want to make sure that you only go for laser instant approach against Marth in the air when you are like it should feel like a thing. You know what I mean? Like you should be like, oh, okay, I hit this laser. I need to hit that specific laser nair that I have practiced in this exact position. And if it's not that one, you always want to put a slight delay on the approach if you decide to approach, just to avoid the fair. So I think, like, this is like, you hit this, okay, right here, you dash back, and I think this was totally good. You dash back and hit this laser, but then once you confirm this hit in the air, this is like just a beautiful cue to do, like, dash in, dash back, like, very quick dash back into dash in down air and trying to hit this. Or just continuing the laser, or using the platforms.
Should I be waiting a little? Because I think what happened here is that, like, I think I try to react, like, as I press B, like, more or less. And I don't, like, think I saw him jump yet. And I was like, this looks like a pretty rough spot for Marth to try to get a jump out in.
And, like, so, yeah, if you did not see the jump coming out... So there's a couple things where I think, like, first of all, Marth has a big incentive to wall because Marth already has center.
Yeah.
Like, big time center. And so Marth has a little bit more motivation to wall. And then second of all, if you shoot a laser and you don't have a good confirm on whether Marth is in the air or on the ground, that's okay, but probably don't, like, rip a full committal approaching laser out of it, you know?
Yeah, I think that's something I need to be more conscious of, especially at the start of a set when I don't.
Because, like, I would say that, like, if you can play the Marth matchup without getting hit by Mash Fair out of laser, you'll already beat most Marths just on virtue of that, because they, like, heavily rely on nairing Falco out of something or mashing Fair out of laser. And when neither of those things work, they kind of rely on Falco, like, randomly trying to hit them. And if none of those three things work, they just turn into, like, cavemen and you can kill them. And I know, because that's exactly what would happen to my Marth, too.
Okay.
Ooh, that was good. I like that. The combo.
Yeah, and then I just messed up the...
Wait a minute.
I don't know what happened with the dare. Like, missed the L cancel or fastball or something.
There's something here. I guess that's fine. I guess that's okay. I don't really have an issue with this. Yes, this is that same spot where, like, you confirm an aerial laser.
Yeah.
But after aerial laser, you should never, ever go in immediately unless you are already this close when the laser hits, like right here.
Okay.
Because they just have too much time to get out. So this is something that has helped me a lot, is, like, you actually do crouch here. I'm not sure if that was intentional, but when you split in neutral in a spot like this, I do crouch a lot. Oh, you did crouch. You just like jump. Oh, you wave dash. Okay. I think you responded to that well. It was like a weirdly delayed dash attack, so it happens.
Yeah, I think I realized, like, I don't know. I took like a break for like a year, but right before I, like, kind of stopped playing Melee for a year, I, like, Yeah, I was really good at like crouching in those little scuffles against, because I was talking to a friend about like how to beat Marth, like as ices. I was
Yeah,
just playing ices for fun, and he was like, "Yeah, crouch, dash, and grab is like really good against like all of his like fair stuff if he doesn't tip for you." And I started doing that as Falco, and I was like, grab's not like a crazy good reward, but it's still like makes it hard for Marth to get the freebie fairs.
yeah, I agree. I think it is good. In certain spots. Um, Here's an example of a spot where you're leaving something on the table that I'd like to talk about. Where right here you land this laser. Okay, so based on what we have previously thought, there are a few things here. First of all, you definitely do not want to immediately aerial in. The distance is too great to immediately attack in. And if Marth full drifts in out of this, he has a fair about right here. And if he full drifts away, he can get back all the way to right here with his drift cone here. And so, like, there isn't a punish here, but there is a potential bait, and it's that you could like check for Marth to full drift in fair and be ready to maybe like short hop backflip back air it or something like that.
Okay.
Um, but you go for this laser, and so what would have happened here is if Marth full drifted in and fared, this laser would have canceled Marth out of the air, like right here, and then you would be forced to dash back again, or if you got the perfect laser, you do get an opening, but it was just like a little bit
It's
like,
just
I just didn't see the recognition. It felt more like you were like, I'll just do this laser and be kind of safe from that position, but you were like somewhat like leaving the pressure that you had on Marth there, like on the table.
yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying.
Okay, I'm gonna go through it a little bit faster. I just keep finding all these interesting spots to talk about. Oh, never do that. Wow. It's usually better to just go vertical. Like, Marth actually kind of struggles to hit Falco if Falco's doing this whole full hop thing, because you can, like, air dodge down through his aerials and stuff like that. But you definitely... this is, like, the one of the biggest, like, never corner yourself matchups in the game. Being on the platform is totally fine. Like, if I'm being honest, you're basically safe in this position forever. Marth actually can't really break Falco on outer edge of side platform, and I've actually used this quite a bit. I'll hang out here, and then Marth kind of works his way over, and I'll just move back to here. What's he gonna do? And honestly, if you want like a freebie that works against every single Marth in the world except for like 3, what you do is you stand here and then you wave dash back to here, and then they'll do an approaching nair under the platform, and you just shield drop down air the approaching nair, and you kill them.
I remember what, like, this was a while back, but I remember watching like a VOD of you coaching some other Falco and telling him this, and I think I do try to do like
Okay.
I do try to
It's just like a tip, because I was like, when I figured
But
that out, it was nice, got me a
yeah.
lot of mileage.
No, I think it helps me a lot. I kind of didn't like consider that, like, yeah, just being in the corner there is bad relative to like just taking them, like maybe hitting me for going to top platform, but
Yeah, either staying there or going to top plat, you know.
yeah.
Okay, you're kind of just crashing out a little bit, right? This stock kind of just like jumped at Sumi and up aired. Okay. This was actually good, except you overcommitted to the nair. I think if you did like dash in fade back nair or fade back down in here, that would have been a little bit better.
Yeah, I think I have a bad habit of just like randomly doing it.
Like, rather than trying to hit Marth, because here's a helpful tip for the corner, is that you don't want to hit Marth dashing away. Like, it feels like it should be good to hit Marth for dashing away to, like, you know, fully cover this corner space, but it's actually just like, first of all, okay, so it's basically an overcommitment by Falco to jump all the way into the corner here just because of the risk. But also, when Marth is holding away, nair and down air both just kind of send him off stage in this way that gives him like a pretty good recovery. versus if you hit Marth moving in. If Marth is like wave dashing in or dashing in and you nair him, he just pops up and you get a free kill with a down air. And if he's dashing in and you down air him, he'll pop up and you'll get like a shine bear or a shine into going off the top or something like that here.
Yeah.
So like in general, if you don't want to hit Marth for being in the corner, and you don't want to hit Marth for dashing back in the corner. You want to hit Marth for trying to escape the corner, because that's where the biggest punishes show up. So like if you see Marth shielding here, it's not that you necessarily like react to Marth shielding, but your goal should kind of just be to like put stuff in front of him. Whereas like this just felt like he needed to stay in shield. Like you pressured him so hard that he was just like like like
Yeah,
Marth just feels like very pressured after that laser, and he'll be like trying, like if you grab and forward throw him here, you know, what's the big deal? If you think he's gonna just shield and you think he's gonna hold shield, then like you should just forward throw Marth in the corner like every time.
Okay.
Or up throw. If they hold in on up throw, you can get like up throw down air and stuff like that. It's not the most reliable, but sometimes in a pinch you just need it.
Yeah.
Ooh, I actually think if you had done a second back air right here, you got a shield poke. Like if you did the instant back air instead of the drift
I just
away
faded.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just faded too early. And so yeah, you need the laser out to cover Marth at the ledge. So like, if you get caught in this position, it's done. Just go back to the platforms. Remember, Marth can't kill you at high percent on the platforms, like pretty much at all. And
Okay.
like I think that this is just like a thing that people have a little bit of trouble with, is that like Falco's platform defense versus Marth is actually like incredible. I think there's sort of here's the thing. Being on a platform against Marth as Falco, super, super, super strong. Coming down from a platform, super weak.
Yeah.
And so people like confuse those two, that like because coming down from the platform is scary, that being on the platform is scary. But it's really like a good position. It's really not bad. And if I'm at like really high percent like this, Marth is just gonna come back. Like I missed my laser. Like if I had the laser here and like keeping Marth here, of course I'm gonna stay here. But you like accidentally got out of position here, and it's like, okay, it's platform time then. Like our goal here should just be to like do as few high risk things as possible. But you kind of were like, oops, I missed the laser. Let me go back and get like a slightly later laser and like reset anyway. Which is like, you know, not a bad strategy to try to get back on the right track. But it's just a thought that if you realize you're in the wrong spot there, the platform retreat is a pretty good idea.
Yeah. So I think the bear I did that like started all of this, the full hop bear, like, or I don't know if I bared, but I full hopped after Marth like jumped out of shit like 10 seconds ago. You know what I mean? Like I did like,
yeah, you did the accidental. It was an accidental full hop, right?
I don't think it was an accident.
Right
I think
here?
I was like I think he might want to land on the platform, and I want to pressure it with like. Should I just not worry about that, or?
Well, I mean, how is Marth gonna get to the platform?
Like, cause he full hop bared, and I'm like I saw the full hop bear, and I was like, well, Marth would rather be on the platform than be on like in the corner. Am I just wrong for that? Is it like?
Marth would rather be on the platform, but he can't get there.
No, not from here. Like from like when he did the bear out of shield. You know what I mean? Like right there. Like, could he not have? Am I just like reading?
Like right here?
Yeah, where he like jumps out of shield.
You're saying that seems
He, like-
like that this could have been like a dare out of shield or something.
Like he like just does that bear and then maybe lands on the platform. Is that like, should I just not expect that, or should I just let that go if it happens?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Kind of. Like, I don't know. I think you can kind of create a situation where if Marth lands here, like if Marth lands in this position, Like, I think if you like, okay, what I'll say here is that if you did wave dash back and then full hop back air and then like drifted to the top plat here to hit if Marth like lands with a fair here or something like that, that's completely fine. I think that was a good cover if that was the idea. You jumped from like way over here, so you weren't gonna get the coverage anyway. You need to like jump from further over here and use your momentum to go this way.
I was more. I think I was like, maybe I'm like this is too in the weeds, but I was like, it's more like I think if he does that fair and then doesn't drift towards ledge, I can do this while still keeping center, and then if he like does what he does, I'm fine with it, and I can just land on the platform. Like, is that like basically like this is kind of like the situation we just talked about that happens after this fully aside. Like, do you think it's like fine to do this and then just like I messed up the like yeah, it makes me too late to get the laser.
Yeah, basically I think the coverage idea you had here was fine. But you have to realize that if the Marth did not do that and the timing is set up such that you can't get there, like, get up with a laser here, then you have to back off and give up that this corner spot a little bit. Not like fully, but just enough so that like you could get a laser out to, for instance, stop that forward smash.
Yeah, like just fully like back up to like center the full like dash back.
So based on our like metric of needing a 50-50 on Marth, so I was gonna say you hadn't gotten an edge guard yet, because like ideally, like basically, unless we're getting 8 edge guards a game on Marth and losing, the goal should just be to get more edge guards, pretty much. Okay. So this is the first edge guard of the game. I think I know it's a difficult punish. I definitely think the best thing you can do here is ledge dash forward smash. It would probably kill here.
Maybe even down tilt.
Yeah. Down tilt, not on Battlefield, but on Stadium Yoshi's FD sometimes the down tilt is good. The forward smash is mostly better though.
Okay.
So here's one thing I want to say is that I think these are fine. You just
bad heights.
Okay, yeah. So the laser heights were okay. So there was a few things here. So it's like, okay, if you send Marth really far off the stage, I actually did a lesson about this somewhat recently, where like you actually want Marth up high, like because the higher up and closer to the stage Marth is, you get like full hop back air threats to come out here, which is really what you want for this sharking situation. You want like because the higher up you trade, like if Marth dares or fairs you and you're way up here with a full hop back air, there's not going to be you're not in any danger. Yeah. Whereas if like Marth is landing as you back air, then like Marth he'll find like edge cancels or something like that. So we get this position. This isn't maybe the most ideal, but I would probably prefer if you jumped out a little bit, even if you were just gonna like fake it and come back. But I don't think you have to, and I think the lasers were a pretty valid choice here anyway. And so you shoot these lasers, but once we're here, I think I would say like imagine if you were already grabbing edge right here, like you just grabbed edge and then did like a regular get up or something like that. Basically, you just want to put yourself in position that if Marth does a side B anywhere in this range, that he gets double jump back aired.
Okay. And then see. Yeah, that wasn't my intuition at all. Okay. I guess I should do that. I think like
yeah, like that second one was definitely like, okay, Invincible Falco could maybe be back in there. It's not that you have to go for that, but like, you could have put yourself in a position where it would have been a little bit possible. And then were you gonna say something?
Yeah, it was okay. My read on this situation, I guess, is like, it's interesting that you said all that, because I think my read on like hitting Marth off stage was like, I kind of, if he has to side B to recover, I just want to laser him so it like fucks up his drift, and then like grab like Marth killer him if that like.
Well, I think that's fine if he's above the ledge. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
I think it's still good to jump out and threaten that you'll kill him if he side Bs, and sometimes he'll try to fair and you can kill him out of that.
Okay.
But only if you feel like you're safe. I can understand, like, 2 stock 0 versus Marth at 4, you're kind of, like, trying to play it more conservatively, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's fair. So we end up in this position where you grab the edge here, and you should, when you grab the edge, be trying really hard to react to Marth double jump. Or, like, see if
really?
the... Not necessarily... That was the wrong... React to the position where Marth wants to double jump. Because, like... Marth doesn't want to up B at this percent. They'll probably die. You know what I mean? And so, like, I just don't see a lot of value in this exact edgeguard that you did, because you didn't read early. You didn't, like, if you read early double jump, you would have just grabbed ledge and back aired here, which I think is a really good option. One of the best options is just instant grab ledge, drop with back, or back down, and then double jump back air. Or down air. I think in this position probably back air, because Marth will die off of either one. And so, like, this kind of gets left on the table, and then you do, like, the roll here, which I guess is just the safest, but you're kind of getting out of the way.
Yeah.
And so it was just, like, a very, like, kind of nothing edge guard, but that's fine. That's one. That's one edge guard, which means this one, you should be able to get this one. Okay. I don't really know exactly what happened here. You're definitely backing off too much from the ledge here. You want to be, like, right here. And like, yeah, no, they're just...
I think I just messed up the wave dash to ledge.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Okay, you got invincibility, so I don't know what you were doing. Oh, you were, like, wiping off your hand or something? Or you're getting out your phone and you got...
Oh, maybe I was, like, music or something.
No, I see you, like, taking it out, and then you, like, look down and get like insta killed. So I'm not gonna pay too much attention to that one.
Okay,
also,
wait.
I'm not sure if you know about the Bobby recovery in this matchup, where you go to right here and you shorten the ledge with side B.
I don't think
okay, so basically, this is the best recovery against Marth, bar none. Like, it is by far Falco's best recovery against Marth, and the more you do it, the better you'll do against recovering against Marth. And then every other Falco recovery against Marth is like the big schmicks. So basically what you do is you just shorten the ledge from right here. As low as you can, you shorten the ledge from, like, a close range. You can either do it jumping up into it or falling down into it. Like, right here, like, if you did this, if you did double jump, and then you just did fast fall after the double jump to right here, and you shortened the edge, you would have made it back. Because
Oh, sorry.
I was just going to mention really quick that, like, it's too low for Marth to jab you, and it's too fast for Marth to reaction down tilt.
I think I'm scared of people just down tilting without reacting. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think I play Marths that I don't think react, and I'm in my head that, like, I want to make, like, that's the just them spamming down tilt is, like, feels really bad to, like, just randomly die to.
I understand.
Like,
I can't explain much more about it other than the fact that even when they down tilt, if you do it right, you'll make it back really often.
Okay. I'll try it out.
The down tilt just needs to be at just the right spot at just the right time to hit you, and a lot of times if they're just spamming down tilt and that's all they're doing, what you can do is you can side B at their head, like their crouched head. And that'll go over the down tilt but still hit them. But, like, once again, that's, like, the big mix. Like, I'm just saying, like, the basis of all your recoveries is that side B. And then if they're finding some hard counter option or whatever, you can do a mix based on that, but it should always be the basis, in my opinion.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try that out then. I think that's just not something I've ever thought about. It's like, the default.
Okay, yeah, and here's that spot with the back here, yeah. was a good sequence. It was unfortunate the back air hit the wrong direction. I think this down air is good, but maybe up tilt afterward.
Yeah, I'm really bad at just
I actually
chasing.
really like this movement in this section where you do this shield full hop out and go around the platform like that. I like that a lot until you ended up in the corner here. Like I think if you just went down to side plat here and then played it off of here
And then
instead of
chilled,
coming
yeah.
down here, this whole sequence would have been really solid.
I'm realizing that I'm really bad at my autopilot does not like pay attention to stage positioning at all in
I
neutral, and
see.
it's like I'm trying to like
In some
fix
matchups,
that.
it's like whatever, and in this matchup, it's everything.
No, it's okay. I also wanted to talk about Fox, but maybe like another time. But like I've noticed myself doing the same thing against Fox and like getting shined at like 0 from doing stuff like that.
Like you laser in the corner and get shined or something.
I put myself in. I like nair into the corner.
Yeah,
And then,
no,
yeah.
okay, I've been trying to spread this as much as possible. It's completely fine to laser into the corner against Fox, as long as you dash full hop out of the corner immediately every time.
Yeah, I think
There's
it's
just no, Fox does not have an answer to it if you do like if you mix up your drifts and stuff. Dash full hop out of the corner is just the move.
okay. Yeah, I'm also not. I think like just crouching in the corner against Fox. I think it like helps.
Yeah, it helps if like you can do the power shield shine or you can do the CC shine if the Fox is like a nair spammer in the corner. I think if somebody like I think crouching in the corner slash power shielding in the corner is like probably the best strategy against a Fox that you've never played before or that doesn't know your stuff. Like because most Fox like you're at a major fighting a new Fox. I
Mhm.
think like the CC in the corner or the power shield in the corner is like goated because like every Fox has like crazy high motivation to like check for short hop laser in the corner. Like I certainly start every set against like a new Falco like looking for easy shine out of laser in the corner because it's like the freest, like you just check this one bad habit and if they do it you kill them, you know.
I don't know what the power shield is. Like you.
It's just like clicking shield on the same, like you just stand there instead of crouching, and then they think it's a free hit with the nair and you just like
Oh, you
shield
just like
and down
try to
B.
hard read it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like crouch because it kind of like even if they try to shine you, like often you can just kind of hold down and in, and then like.
Well, that's why the power shield is nice, is because you get power shield shine on short hop nair and on running double shine.
Oh, okay.
So it's like somewhat better.
I should try that then. I've
Yeah,
never
no, and a lot of times if when you mess it up, you'll just get like a spot dodge and they'll miss something too. Kalindi does it a lot. I've been playing Kalindi a lot lately. It's gotten a lot worse against me because like every time he's in the corner, I just like move around assuming he'll either crouch or power shield there. So it's like it's not getting him quite as many openings. But like in the first few days that I played him, he probably hit me with it 100 times.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Keep that in mind, I guess.
Okay, next game.
Yeah, I think I played this one. I, I don't know. I mean, I guess this is the one I won, so I don't remember why, besides maybe being more passive, but.
This just start with the exact same pattern.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe not.
I
Maybe
was
I'm
like,
just
wait, is this the
misremembering.
exact same thing? It's like, yep, that was the literal exact same set of
Okay,
inputs
whoops.
on both sides. I don't like the shield here. In general, shielding aerial Marth is not really the play. It's better to either get out of the way, trade, or crouch. Um, like I think something like wave dash and crouch here is probably better if you're gonna be defensive. I think that first shield was fine because Marth is on the platform, but this one is very like I've put myself into a defensive position for you, Marth. Like, do your worst. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, well, you were just in an advantage. It just felt like you turned an advantage into like a kind of scared shielding position.
Yeah.
No, never wave dashing up tilt like that against Marth. That was psycho behavior. Good back air. See, you're getting the read. Like you're getting the read that they're gonna fair here. Like, and then you instead of taking the mix into it like a dash, like you dash back perfectly, but then instead of dashing in on this frame and jumping, you jump away. And then it just leaves this on the table like every single time. But it's like clear that you are reading, because if you weren't reading Marth like drifting in here, you wouldn't be like giving up this much space.
I think I just didn't trust that I was like spaced well enough to like nair before the dash back.
Nair before the dash back?
Try to like get in there before, like,
Marth the payoff here is just crazy though. Marth is at 65 and drifting in. If you nair Marth here, you just probably win stock.
Okay, I've just been bitten like too many times trying.
I get it. It's kind of just like, I understand getting bitten there, but like you have to bite somewhere, right? And like that was basically like the world's greatest position to bite. And so I'm like, well, maybe there was some merit to go. Like, you got to go at some point. I'm not like, man, that was such a bad choice to like play safe there, but like, it does somewhat line up with like a habit of leaving that position on the table a little bit,
Yeah.
I would not have attacked in here. I think this was a laser.
Yeah, I think that was just
a laser
really
reset.
Yeah.
You're giving up too much space, like, kind of habitually. You like, in the same sense as laser heights are really important, laser positions are really important, and this is probably the most common one in the entire matchup where Marth can run off the side plat. You need to like, I would say, like, literally go into like training mode and have Marth run off the side plat and do both fast fall and no fast fall forward airs, and just like have it repeat or something, and like just space around it as best as you can and try to like get the range where you hit like laser nair out of it or something. Because you're just like, oh, Martha's on the platform, sure, I'll give up the entire stage,
I think I'm just worried. I think that like, yeah,
like,
maybe I don't have a very like precise sense of like where exactly his like no fast fall drift in pair.
Yeah, because I feel like from this position right here, you can just turn around laser. Like, you're actually spaced really well. But like, if you look at where the fair goes, like if you were just standing right here, this wouldn't have even hit, But you like back off like this crazy amount, and now you're like, okay, I ended up here, and now you've given Marth it, like, basically. And I usually say this about this matchup, is that if Marth can turn this position, this right here, if Marth can make this position into an advantage state consistently, this is an unwinnable matchup for Falco. You either need to get a slight advantage out of this position, punish them for being stupid with a big advantage, or stalemate perfectly. If you give Marth an advantage here, it is a wrap, because you can't stop Marth from getting to side plat. Once Marth gets to side plat, you either are directly underneath them and pressuring them, or you got stuck on the other side. And if you're stuck on the other side and Marth is here and they can force you into the corner from this spot, it's like if Puff full hops in center stage and you run back to the corner because of her like big drift from like center like all this way, and you let her like push you all the way back, then like how can you ever beat Puff if like every Puff safe full hop forces you into the corner,
Yeah, I think I just have to be down to get like faired some of the time, maybe, even if
I disagree. I think you should never be faired there.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I always say 9 out of 10 fairs in that position end up even with one laser hitting Marth, and 1 out of 10 hits Marth with a punish. And if you do that consistently, they will literally stop doing that position completely because you've shown them that it has negative value. You should never, ever, ever get hit by that forward air, ever.
Okay, I just have to go on Uncle Punch.
Yeah, it's like a crux of the matchup. Like I would say
Okay.
that like that fair position, mash forward air out of laser, and the edge guard are like honestly probably the three like only really important positions. And then like the next tier would be like corner pressure and stuff like that. But like you need to be like basically like a world renowned expert on Marth runoff fair with Falco if you want to do well in the matchup.
Okay. Okay, the other I'm like noticing I'm just bad between stocks too. Like I don't maybe that's
That, that you're
he's like
bad at what?
like Marth has invincibility and I'm not like
Yeah, you're not using the platforms.
yeah, I've gotten
It's
like
all
killed off of
platforms
it.
against Marth, which is why the FD invincibility is so miserable.
Okay. Do you have what's a good like I don't know thing to default to? Like cuz I kind of like against like a lot of floaties, I
Where's
like
this
just
guy?
sitting under the side plat and waiting for them before like doing something. But
Yeah,
like
I definitely am not a huge fan of this, where you just start out in the corner like this. Um, okay, like what's wrong with so Marth comes off the angel platform facing left, and why don't I would say if Marth was over here, maybe go over here. Maybe if Marth's here, we just kind of go here and like shield, like light shield, like right here, something like that.
okay,
Um,
I'll try that. Yeah.
Either the other option, I actually do this a lot now that I think about it, is I just crouch in center and I make them fall all the way down to me, and then I'll just like power shield and full hop. This actually, it's funny enough, is I used to do this every single time, and I would always be like, man, like clearly this would never work against a good Marth. And I did it against Zane, and it worked literally 100% of the time. Because he would do like, they just try to do like landing fair up tilt or something, and you just like power shield the fair and get away. Um,
Okay. I'll try
I
that
would
then.
say watch some VODs for the invincibility. I don't think that I necessarily ever came to. I don't think I developed Falco invincibility against Marth to the level that I should have. So that's actually a spot that I would probably defer to the VODs in a little bit and see who has the highest success rate.
Okay.
But yeah, you definitely don't want to be like shielding on the ground in the corner. Like your
Yeah, yeah,
worst
yeah.
case should be that Marth aerials you and you're on a platform. Like if
Yeah.
Marth aerials you and you're like on top plat and Marth nares you, who cares? But if Marth grabs you in the corner, it's over.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you might not be able to fully avoid Marth, but Marth is also a character that like needs certain openings to succeed.
Yeah, I think he's a lot like Falco in that like he can't just
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. And yeah, this was just like a classic. Like it's kind of funny. In this position, I just always would pick the same option here, and it's sort of like based conceptually on the fact that like if you know what Marth wants here, you see that this is like a potential dash attack. Um, but I would almost always here waveland off this side plat. Like I would land dash full hop waveland off and then go for like a back air or something here, because I'm expecting Marth to dash attack. And if they did this forward smash, I would probably hit them anyway. But you just kind of got stuck here. It was just like a it was
did
just
I
like a
mess up
it
my
was just like a
tech still
spot
or
where you were obviously like a little bit behind in frames, and you made like a defensive choice but not a decisive one. Like you didn't immediately dash away laser here. You do like a dash jump a little bit delayed, and Marth just has time to Sumi just has time to come over here and
yeah,
kill
I think
you.
I just didn't have clean like
Yeah, it was just like a little slow. I don't think it was. Hey, here we go. Here we go. You laser at Marth out of the air, and you do a slightly delayed aerial approach. I like that. I just usually like doing it with the dash dance more to like guarantee the exact delay that I want. Hey, there you go. That was good. I like that mix. Yeah, that was great. Ooh. That was kind of that same thing again. Okay. Hmm. There you go. You just never go to platforms. The platforms are so good. Like you went to the platform for 1 second here, and everything kind of like got better for you. Like you went up here, and you're like, "Ooh, nice! I got all this pressure."
Yeah, I just don't like. I think I play that spot well when I like find myself in it, but I don't try to
Good. I
like
love the dash
do
attack
it as a
there.
default.
Laser dash attack there is really really nice. Yeah, you're definitely not like comfy enough. Like when
Just
you
get
are
more
in
comfy
this
on platforms.
position,
Yeah,
it is important to keep in mind you are in the more solid position. Like you're holding your ground. Marth is the one who's like, "Oh, what do I do here?" You can't treat it like these are just these terrifying like cliffs that you might fall off of and die. These are your safety zones. This is the scary zone down here, and you have a lead. Marth needs to come up here to you, and if you want to go down, that's completely fine. But just mentally, I need you to accept a little bit more that like you're just kind of like, ugh. It's like you should literally bait Marth like 7 times before coming down. You should just like drop through, double jump, waveland down, wait, short hop, fast fall through, double jump, waveland off, double jump again, wait.
yeah. I
Just make them swing like a moron 30 times before you ever come down.
yeah. I think I'm not. I'm both like not comfortable as much as I should be with like doing that stuff execution wise, and like also not looking for it enough. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But I see what you're saying. That was maybe I should have just committed.
Oh, now you're going crazy. Okay.
Yeah, this was this okay. Those were flubs, and yeah, I'm not.
One thing I will say is laser, instant full approaching laser, is something that I would try to minimize. It's not that it's necessarily bad. I was talking about this just yesterday that like laser approaching laser is just like a crutch because it's not really an idea as much as it is just like a prayer. It's like there's no baits involved. It's just kind of like if you try to it's just literally if you try to dash back pivot grab the worst down air in all of history, then this will get you. But it's not like you've been throwing out laser instant full approaching down air. So like, what is this laser even threatening? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Do you think there's ever a place to do the worst down air in history, or like?
Yeah,
should
definitely,
I just
definitely
not even do that? Yeah.
It's usually okay. I would say usually not. Usually there's not a great justification for it. I think doing like laser into a little dash dance into a down air when Martha's trying to escape the corner is really good. You kind of need to put out a down air every now and then, like just to show Marth that you're like ready to scrap. But instead of doing that, I would say do like a fade back down air. Like you do
like the half approach one.
Yeah, because like it'll cause Marth to whiff the pivot grab, but it also makes you look pretty like aggressive.
Yeah.
And sometimes it'll get you into like a good spot. I like that one a lot more than like the instant full approach down air. Sometimes you'll just get like a read and you'll be like, ooh, that's definitely the instant approach down air spot, but like you kind of have to be in this big mental space with the Marth where you can tell that they like forgot that it's an option. Like they're trying to counter all your smart lasers, and then you're just like, boom, sucker, got you, and you just like combo them off the stage. But it shouldn't be like a basis, because most Marths, their basis is countering bad down air. And so like they'll start the set with like trying to like counter you for doing the down air, the worst down air of all time, and like you don't really want to do it. But once they've accepted that you're just lasering all the time, it does kind of cook to get like one opening every now and again.
I think okay, so I think like I do the like half approach ones somewhat often, and then like I think the laser feels in my head like feels fine, like the overshot laser, the like laser and then overshoot instant laser feels
Yeah.
fine against the stuff that beats the fake approach down air. That and then maybe that's why I like do it, even though it's kind of like fake. It's like it'll beat them for in my head. It's like it'll beat them if they like if they like pray that I do the bad down air randomly, and then it'll be like mostly neutral if
Oh,
they.
sorry.
Like...
Give me 1 sec. I gotta take this call.
Oh yeah,
Give me 1 sec. Hello. Hello. What's up? Your stuff's in the front door. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Bye. Sorry, I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Oh yeah. No problem.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Let's see, where were we? Oh, you're talking about the approaching laser.
So
I just don't like the instant rip. The like if you do like laser dash back dash in approaching laser, it like at least beats some stuff. I guess I feel like the instant rip one is like you just don't have any. There's no like reaction point involved. It's just like laser, and you already have premeditated that the second you shoot this laser, no matter if Marth power shields it, dashes back, misses anything, that the approaching laser is coming immediately afterward. So I guess it feels like it has like a bit fewer brain cells involved than a lot of the other like movements that you're doing, you know? And so far it has worked precisely 0 times.
I think maybe I
like it happens like right here and it kind of works, but it's just like a huge crazy risk and you just don't get to react. Like right here you've already decided to do the approaching second laser and you don't even know like what Martha's doing here, you know? And I think you might go for it again. Yeah, or like the instant approach. Yeah, it's just like you're just like I'm literally going to rip this hyper risky move with no payoff in mind. You know what I mean? Like
okay. I think I know why I'm doing that one. The Marth I play the most loves to just like crouch power shield every laser, and that's like become my like.
Well, that's kind of what I mean is that it just doesn't feel like you're doing it for a good reason in this game. You know what I mean? Like it's just some habit that you just like. I just run my laser habit. Let's see if it works. And I'm like, whoa. Like, it doesn't feel like the rest of your gameplay where you're clearly trying to, like, trap Marth in bad positions, you know?
Yeah, it's just, like, I'm so used to playing him that, like...
Yeah, this one was good. Look at the difference from this, where you shoot a laser, and you dash to dodge the fair, and you come in with a laser here. Yeah. I'm like, ooh, that's some good neutral. You know what I mean? Like, the difference is massive, actually. Oh, you could have dropped shine or dropped down it or anything there.
Wait, where?
Yeah, like right here. Like I think this was really good. Right here instead of this laser, I like short hop. I like just jumping out, like a backflip full hop or something, just to kind of like threaten Marth a little bit. I just don't. You're just extremely passive. Like you just hit him off, and you're like, well, once you get back, I'll deal with you. And like it's like. Why does he get to recover with literally 0 pressure? Even if you don't commit to anything, he should at least feel some pressure. But you just, like, take the most defensive route. Then he side Bs you. but you don't kill him right here. You don't drop double jump down air here after that side B, which you should have.
Oh, can I? Okay, that's something I've never like. After
Yeah, like
getting
if you grab
side
ledge,
beat out of the Marth
so
Killer-
you wouldn't get it out of this one. You might get a drop shine here, but when he does this one, like,
okay,
you can hit him with anything.
okay, I
That was
think
a good edge guard
so.
with the down
What I'm
smash,
worried
though.
about there, and I'm like,
And
trying to
we're
see
definitely
if I
going a
can
little bit
evoke-
overtime, but it's not a huge deal. We can just finish in the next couple minutes.
Okay, I think that situation then maybe it would be good to talk about more because. So right there, like the edge guard, like so he does the side B and puts me on ledge, and then I'm in my head I'm worried about him like just double jump sweet spotting ledge if I let go of it, or like waiting for me to like run out of ledge invincibility and then just like up B at a timing that like catches my non-invincible double.
Yeah, do you want to just like go for an hour and a half instead of an hour and talk about the edge guard? It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm down if you're not like in a rush. Yeah, I have time.
Okay, yeah, I'm down to just do an hour and a half lesson instead and go an extra 30.
Okay, sick. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so what was the question? You're just asking, like, how to know when you can punish it, or what do you mean?
Yeah, like, so I just, what do you, like, what's your interpretation of how that situation can play out if I, like that edge guard where he puts me on ledge from the Marth Killer? Like,
yeah, let me...
So, like...
Right here.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
I'm, like... The two things I'm most worried about is him just, like, falling to ledge or, like, trying to double jump sweet spot. And, like, falling low and then, like, waiting for me to, like, just stay on ledge for too long and then up B me, like, when I'm not invincible. And I'm just, like, trying to, like, more than anything, I just don't want to die like that. And I'd rather just have him be on ledge than, like...
I think it's pretty fine to it's definitely better to let them to ledge than get reversal, you know?
Yeah, and so I'm like asking, like, is there, like, am I leaving punishing this on the table? Like, can I have done something to, like, also cover this, like, side B that looks kind of bad?
Well, this side B is reactable. Like,
without
like
waiting too long on ledge.
Yeah, because Marth has pushed you to ledge, and so you just got your invincibility, and then they side B. You can just react and hit that. I would honestly probably have done like a shine down air or a shine back air here instead of the drop double jump, because the shine is like an easy guaranteed hit here.
Yeah.
And if they're holding in, a lot of times they'll just get stage spiked here anyway.
Yeah, I guess if they like tech bear me, it's like
you're invincible.
Probably still fine. Oh, okay.
You're just still invincible here, so it's fine. Like,
yeah, I think I just left ledge too early, maybe.
Yeah, how aware are you at the amount of invincibility that you get from grabbing ledge? Not like how's your intuition for it?
Yeah, my intuition's pretty bad.
Okay, so one thing that I used to help me out, just to like when I was first like practicing it, is that you get 2.5 flashes. So Falco will flash, so you get like 1, 2, and then like a half one, and that's why you can react right here and just be like boom, and you become vulnerable like right here, like right as you're about to start your regular get up. And so I think you actually were like invincible that whole time because you regular get up at like the right time.
Right, but if the Marth just didn't do that side B, fell and like
so you're saying like if Marth doesn't do the second side B here,
yeah,
so
then
this
I'm
happens,
like at risk
and you drop and you do shine back air.
Yeah, or even just wait in. Yeah,
you like wait double jump down air or something like that.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's like I have to risk dying, right?
So
if I want to kill him.
So like, look, so we kind of have to we kind of put it in perspective that like, okay, does Marth have their double jump? Like if Marth has his double jump, the edge guard is significantly like
You get, like,
25%,
10%
25% of the
yeah.
time I kill him, 75% of the time he gets to the ledge. So what do we have here? Marth does not have his double jump. He also does not have his stall because he used his best side B stall. So you're like, okay, so what's left here? Marth doesn't really have anything left here. The only option is fast fall up B or one more side B into up B. And so the options are already very limited. And then like, oh, they did one more side B, I'm going to kill him. If Marth doesn't do this side B, then I can probably do a double jump and just... You can kind of do this like really ambiguous drift here where like you're threatening landing here with a back air on Marth's miss sweet spot / going above ledge. And then you're also threatening landing and wave landing to edge. And then you're also threatening just drifting the ledge at the last second. And so I really like this kind of like ambiguous spot here. And it, like you said, as long as you don't get reversaled, you're fine. You just have to pick something that you feel like is likely. And if Marth gives you this side B like this is... Honestly, like, this is like a guaranteed punish, too. Like, if they side B you right here, you can most of the time just, like, drop double jump back air this immediately. But they give you the second one, and you can just shine that.
Okay, I feel like I specifically held ledge there and ignored it because I've died because they grabbed ledge and I didn't,
So okay, so there's kind of this thing that I like to bring up where like I always say there's two ways to avoid drowning. The first way to avoid drowning is to never get near water. And the second way to avoid drowning is to get really good at swimming. And so, like, in general, if there is any fear when you are edge guarding Marth, if you feel anything outside of, like, if I read you, I win, and if I don't read you, you're still in the corner. If you feel any other feelings of, like, I don't want to get reversaled, whatever, that means you need to practice the edge guard. Because like it is literally your only truly strong position in the matchup. It is not any riskier than approaching laser in center stage. Because if Marth hits you, you will get one tapped anyway. So like the one taps that can happen at the edge are like fully in your control, and like you are the one in control of the timing and the positioning and like where you're vulnerable and like the types of things that Marth could hit you with, and the Marth has no control over those things at all. Very little control. Like you control when your invincibility happens, right when you're vulnerable, like you control whether you stall or not, you control everything about the situation. And so like if you are like, well, I didn't kill Marth out of this reactable edgeguard because I was afraid, you're just like, it's a reasonable response to be afraid there. It's one of those things where you kind of have to logic it out that like, okay, I die quicker off a reversal. Like if Marth reverse hit up B's me at 45, then like, okay, sure, I'll die immediately. But if Marth nares me at 0 in center stage, my odds of dying are like roughly the same. Maybe like I have a chance of getting out, maybe, but honestly, how often are you getting out of Marth's FD combos and getting back to the stage? It like not that much.
I feel like maybe I don't know. I think genuinely I would rather get hit in center stage by Marth. Then like I don't, maybe like it gets to a point where they're just like hitting me hard.
It's not that it's like, it's obviously easier for Marth to kill you if you have no jump and you're up being off the stage, but it's sort of like if you think through it like logically, if you're playing against Zane and you make a bad decision in neutral and he hits you, that is theoretically equally as scary as getting reversaled at the edge, and it's more just about making the mistake and you want to just be so good at that. It's just like it's a risky position, but it's like the most important advantage position in the matchup that you even have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's like you just gotta be like really, really comfortable. Like every time you get reversaled out of it, you should be like looking at that clip, being like, what did I do wrong, or how can I change my edge guard? Like, I think that one big one that helps a lot is to list out Marth's options. I think there are a lot of times where people will like let Marth do the same recovery like 20,000 times in a row because they just refuse to like pay any attention to, not that this is what you're doing, but people, there's a lot of spacey players, especially Falcos, they just don't respect Marth a lot, which I understand, but they just literally refuse to think about which recovery options the Marth is perceiving. And it's like, that is why people can't punish Marth recoveries, because rather than like reading Marth's best option on his recovery, they will just sit on stage and be like, Marth is going low, so it looks like he's going low. And it's like, okay, is he wall riding? Is he farther away from the edge? Did he up B before using his side B? Does he still have his double jump? Like, did he get killed last time he did an early up B by double jump down air? You know what I mean? Like, all of these things need to be, like, included. And if you list out the actual options Marth has, if you were the Marth there, then a lot of times you can say, okay, these are the 3 options the Marth has. Here are what they can get punished for if these go wrong. Here's what they can get punished for here. Ah, I see. So this is probably like a really good option there. And then, ooh, Falco can do this and this, which covers this and this. So if I think they're going to do one of these 2 things, I can start with this option. And I can actually fake them out by going for this first. And then maybe that'll get them to go for one of these 2, thinking that I'm going for the 3rd one. And like, that type of math needs to be happening in your analysis of edgeguarding Marth, or it's just going to be like impossible, basically. Like, Marth's perspective on recovering should be the most important thing to like learn while edgeguarding him, or like while thinking about the edgeguard, because it will inform you of which options you have that are actually valid, rather than like, Marth can go to ledge or on stage, and those are his 2 options. It's like, it's usually more than that, you know?
Yeah, I don't think I'm like, I think I do that like on some level, like, but I'm just, okay, I guess in that specific situation, I just truly, like, thought what I did was, like, I didn't think that I didn't think that there was a way to cover that side B and to get everything else I wanted to cover. You know what I mean?
Well, like I said, the side B is reactable.
Yeah, and that's, I just need to like learn the timings, I guess, for that.
Yeah, it's it's like reactable and you're invincible. So like that position was just like entirely, like, what I'm saying is that like if you were playing Marth and you did that side B there, you would have this little jolt of fear. You would have this like, oh no, I made that mistake, what a bad side B, and you would kind of expect the Falco to instantly kill you for it. And I think that, like, by perceiving that position, that will remove all of the doubt from your mind as the Falco. Because you're like, well, we both know they just made a mistake and they deserve to die. Rather than, like, maybe I'm kind of trying to kill them, but they have a secret plan. Or, like, they know that they got away from me, but I'm going to, like, overcommit it or something. It just needs to be a very confident position.
I think
here's the spot. Here's the spot. Boom, boom, boom. This is the spot. This is the special Nair spot. And if you're more than 2 frames late, you die. Oh, you grabbed. You grabbed. I think you had it. It was very close, but I think you had it.
Yeah, I think so too, looking back. I don't look for it well enough yet. I just, that's...
Low-key, what I would do here, if I felt even slightly unconfident about this Nair, and at this percent, I would high forward tilt here fairly often. Because because it's a lot quicker than the Nair.
I'm looking at it, like, right now, my intuition is, like, I'm more confident in the Nair than I am in F-tilt, because I'm, like, I feel like F-tilt, he can maybe just, like, kind of hold away on the laser and, like, get pushed back. Like similar to how like
No
people do that
way.
to Shine. Like I'm
Literally
like
no way in the entire world. The F tilt can hit him while he's still in laser stun. Like
okay.
F tilt is frame 5 and Nair is frame
But it's like
9 or
mostly it's
something.
but it's like mostly yeah,
It's
like
like
I think I'm
Nair is
probably
like frame 9 and you have to dash into it, so it's going to be like frame 10 or 11.
I'm yeah, but it's like I'm maybe I think I am just scared of ghosts, but like you know that's like not really what would happen. But I'm like I like I feel like it's just happened so much where I'm like okay, this is a good spacing for like laser into move that's like barely hitting him, and then they just like smash DI the laser incidentally, and then it's like whoops, there goes the shine, and I got grabbed, or in this case like maybe F tilt barely misses and then they get fair, you know, like I don't think it's I'm right for thinking that necessarily, but
I feel you. I think that
I'll try the I see why like F tilt will just be
F
like
tilt
pretty good here though.
100% hits here. I do
Yeah.
get the point you're making. If it's a close call at all, then the Nair will get reversal too.
Oh really?
Like, because the Nair is slower.
Well, yeah, but like I think with the Nair is slower, but I get to like cover more space.
Yeah, but like slower. So like Marth has more time to get out of the way. Cause like the thing with the Nair is not even a combo. Like laser Nair is not a combo. It's
Right.
like you're just trying to hit Marth before the fair comes out. Whereas laser forward tilt is a combo. So unless Marth like double SDI'd this laser away
Okay. Yeah.
magically, like the forward
Just
tilt
F tilt.
is good.
Yeah.
I think you might just need
Just
a
F
little
tilt.
bit more intuition with the range of your forward tilts. Because when I
Yeah.
see this, I'm just like, oh, like that is one like 0%. Like I did an approaching laser walk for 2 frames forward tilt or something is just like, boom, forward tilt right there.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
off
yeah. I
stage.
think.
He's
Okay.
just
I
off
think
stage.
maybe I'm looking at it again, and yeah. I see what you're saying. I think the frame we paused it on was like. Yeah. Especially when I'm sliding forward while
Because,
landing.
like, the feeling that you're having that sometimes you laser Marth out of the air and then you try to hit him and he just does that, like, little squeak
Yeah.
backwards where he gets out of the way. That is the whole thing where I was saying, like, you really need, like, a good understanding of the, where that Nair spot is and then practice that Nair spot, like, a lot. Because, like, if he's slightly too far away, he will be able to drift away and fair you before the Nair hits. So, but that's more of a problem with Nair than forward tilt because forward tilt is fast enough to like raw combo out of the laser.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's like so many of these little spots where I'm just like I haven't ever gone into like Uncle Punch and like
Yeah, that's what it feels like. It's definitely like it's a matchup where like Marth paints with big like giant paintbrushes that are like the size of your head, and then like
yeah.
Falco paints with like little model paintbrushes that are like a millimeter across. And you know, if you don't practice like the precision in the situations, then like the broad stroke character will just always win.
Yeah.
But if you master the micro, like the micro of what Falco can do to Marth, then you can create this situation where they feel very like what do they have left? Like if they just swing their dumb sword around and it misses every time, and you're doing all these precise little situations, they can't beat those situations really. Like they can't really out precision Falco if Falco is hitting his stuff correctly. Um, because Marth is just slower in a lot of ways. He's just sort of like forced to like essentially you can force Marth to play his own micro in a matchup where Marth is almost never forced to play his micro. And so you'll just have like this big advantage because you like I guarantee you will have labbed. Like if you lab this for like a couple hours, like like Laser Nair, and just practicing doing it correctly and which range exactly works and which range he can drift back fair out of consistently, then like you will have a better understanding of the position than the Marth. And that's how you get your baits, because you go, okay, I can laser nair you here, gotcha, laser naired you, and then you laser again, and you go, hey, this is that spot where it almost looks like I can laser nair Marth, but I know that I can't, and you dash back, dash in, down air, and they try to fair you, because they think that that's the spot where they can get away with the fair, and then you hit them. You know, stuff like that. Like, you just need, like, very, very micro, very practiced senses for these like very specific positions that we talked about during the lesson, like the edge guard and the laser nair and stuff like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think
that's kind of where we're at.
Yeah, it's like, I guess okay. So I think I know what I need to do, kind of like broad strokes, but like. You like I feel okay. The other thing, like in general, I kind of struggle with, especially with Falco as opposed to Fox, is like I don't know how to prioritize. Like it feels hard for me to like I quickly identify spots that are like take a lot of effort. Like you have to be really precise.
Yeah. Like it's hard for you to identify the super important positions.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of times it just comes out of like what is Marth's going to try to do to beat you with the least effort possible? Like running off and fairing. Like I feel like it's like pain points. You want to just look for the pain points of like, well, this position where I need to kill Marth out of the edge guard doesn't feel as good as it should. Lab. This spot where like Marth starts every game with short hop off platform, full drift in fair. What am I going to do about that? Marth runs off the side plat and fairs every single time and pushes me in the corner. What am I going to do about that? So, like, it's like you want to look for the positions where they're trying to, like, match up skip and just sort of, like, beat you without actually using effort and be able to cover those first. And then, like, climb the ladder towards like the smarter Marth options over time, but you got to be able to like put down the dumbest Marths basically, or like the most like basic Marths first. Okay. It's not always the most obvious on like how to identify the best positions in like VODs and stuff, because people are already avoiding those positions in all the high level VODs for as much as they can. But like I don't know, you just kind of notice like if you just like play kind of dumb against a Marth and just kind of throw stuff out, like what kills you? What positions do they like, you know, and just slowly start working on like getting rid of those positions and making sure that they, you know, can't operate in those easy positions, and then like we can move them into some harder ones, and then, you know, you can beat them in those. But if Marth can run off side plat, like I said, if Marth can run off side plat and get an advantage with any form of like positive EV, the matchup is 100-0. You need to like prevent types of situations like that with like a scary amount of consistency, and as soon as you do, it flips and the Marth goes, oh no, run off fair's not good. Honestly, I never really thought about what to do after that, you know.
Oh, that reminds me. I guess there's one other. I'm sorry if this is like going too late. I can.
No, you got it. We can. We'll still count it as an hour and a half.
So this is another pain point. I don't think it comes up in this set, but it's something that's like occurred to me just in the Marth matchup. Is like, you know, when you like knock them down on a platform or near the corner, and like. So like when I knock when I'm playing well at least, and I'm like I knock like a Fox or a Falco down, and I'm like standing next to them, and for whatever reason, like let's say like I didn't like react to the mistech straight up with like a jab or something, or like, you know, like a move. Do you have a flowchart for like crouch tech chase?
Like crouch tech chasing Fox in the corner?
No, Marth.
Oh, Marth in the corner. I don't
Yeah,
know
like
why I thought
I
you said.
can't deal
Oh,
with
you
his
see, like as
get
Fox and Falco, you mean?
or like against Fox and Falco, I can like I feel like you can
Okay, so
clank
yeah.
like
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, and
Go ahead.
their get up attacks are just easier to deal with than Marth's is my point, I guess. It's like do
If
you
you're crouching, you're saying,
yeah,
or
it's
you're
like
saying like you don't have time to crouch, maybe.
or no, sorry, it's like when before it just I see a knockdown like a mistech and
In the
Martha's
corner, you
knocked
said.
down. Yeah, in the corner.
Okay, okay.
What are the options you like use to react to everything, I guess. Let's just say that.
Okay, maybe I. What's this percent?
Let's say like 80. Like I just don't like I guess you can shield
Okay.
the get up,
How
right? And then
far in the corner is he? Is he
like
like
where F smash hits the like where you can F smash
not as
both
far in the corner as
rolls.
he is in this picture in the freeze frame, right?
Yeah, just a position where like F smash can like you can react to both like wake up like get up
Like
rolls
if he
with
tech
F
rolls into the
smash.
corner, you can F smash him, or like
Yeah.
if he gets it, yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty good overall. Like CC F smash,
And
regular,
then
and then like
what do you do about regular get up?
regular get up. Could shine back air. You could forward throw. Could back
Okay.
air, I guess. Um,
Sorry, this is like too much of a tangent. I know it's like
no, what I'll say is there's not a perfect answer. You can't just like do a flowchart there and kill Marth every time. But if you try an option and you consider how Marth DI'd on that option, then it might give you some insight on like what could be a better option for like next time or whatever.
yeah, it's like mostly my thing is that like I've realized like against species like you can kind of like I don't know. I just feel more comfortable like hitting them with like I noticed you can like up till a timing that clanks their like get up attack
Yeah,
and
that's
hits
crazy.
their like their normal get up. But like I don't know, you can't do that to Marth. It's like grab feels pretty bad against Marth when you know.
Okay, what I'll say is there's a couple tricks. Like one of them is you can do jump, shine down air, and if Marth and drift forward towards the edge. And this works
Oh,
on like every character. If most characters works on spacies too. Like if someone is knocked down in the corner and they do like a regular get up or a get up attack, and you usually just like a regular get up, and you just do dash forward, jump, shine, double jump down air, and if they DI out, like they were trying to slide off DI or off
yeah, it
attack a
just
forward smash,
kills
they
them,
die.
right? Yeah.
So that you have like some mix ups on their DI. There's just no like perfect option. I think just kind of hitting them off stage in general is good, and then going for like your normal edge guard or advantage state. Not
Okay.
much else you can really do. Falco doesn't have like any sort of perfect setup kill there.
Yeah, it's just one of the things I noticed is like I'm not good at it yet as Fox, but it's like I feel like Fox in that spot gets to just like shield grab to get up like the in place options and then just like hit like or shield up smash you know like Fox gets to just like that's just a guarantee like Fox covers everything in that spot I feel like
Yeah. I mean, he
and
doesn't really
Falco
get
is
a
like
kill out of it. Like if Fox gets a grab at like 80, he doesn't necessarily kill Marth off up there up air.
or yeah but just he gets his like juiciest openings right there and it's like as Falco I'm like I don't even know if I can like
The
cover
sad truth
everything.
is so do you. The sad truth is Falco also gets his juiciest openings, and they're just not that juicy because you're not going to kill Marth off the top. All you get out of it is hitting him off stage and getting a slightly better edge guard. And you just have to be
Yeah.
really good at the edge guard. This matchup's kind of uncomfortable. It's doable, and Falco's still really good at it. But like, there's no like, boom. There's just not a lot of like when you actually do get a big combo or kill on Marth. It's just like yes, because like you found something nice. But Falco doesn't have a lot of like Falco doesn't have anything in this matchup that he's like fiending for. Of like, if I could just hit you with this, Marth, it's over. You know, it's more of like, I will generally have a good position, convert that to a generally better position, and kill you off of 50-50.
Yeah, that's why like I feel like it's been like it's like when I play Fox, it's like, oh, what's the most valuable thing I could have done to like do better this game I lost? And it's usually like just there was like a pretty obvious punish improvement I could have made.
Much simpler character. Much simpler.
Yeah. And it's like with Falco, it's like I can kind of like ignore neutral, and I think I could get like with Fox, it's like I don't think too hard about neutral, and I'm like whenever I'm like watching back my VODs, it's usually like my neutral, I was winning neutral like 40% of the time, and that's fine if I could just hit like harder. And it's like as Falco.
Yeah, I mean that's just the allure. The allure of Fox is like, man, this is like way harder as Falco in like every matchup in the game. But you know, it's really just preference because like Fox doesn't have the control that Falco does, and he doesn't have.
I do feel that,
and he doesn't have like Falco always has the ability to like find a secret kill where Fox doesn't. Like Falco, there's always, if you read someone's DI, you can always kill them as Falco. Where there's a lot of spots as Fox where you just up air, shine, back air, and then kind of hope. I think this matchup is somewhat of an inversion of that, where Fox can find his crazy spicy kills on Marth a little bit more often than Falco can, but that's not true for every matchup.
Oh, maybe I'm just not. I don't know. Because I feel like so far everything I've seen has made me like, wow, it's like Fox hat like, you can just like if you get the like if you win a DI mix up as Fox, it's like you can after like 80 with like your up airs in most matchups, it's like that's another up air off the top, like GG. Like, and this Falco, it's like you're doing rocket science and then you like guess on a tech chase at the end, or like
another 60% kill to Fox McCloud, you know, like yeah, I mean, he does just kind of like Fox is really like it's kind of like, you know, there's like Fox is just good for really obvious reasons, and Falco is good for more nuanced, less obvious reasons.
I do like it has made me appreciate like Falco's short hop being a little floatier, and like his like I think Falco gets to be tricky in like spots that like no other character gets to be.
Definitely, exactly. I agree. But Fox is like, just like, I have big heavy rock coming for your head, and you're like, that seems kind of strong. Like, I get it.
Yeah, it's like, and then it's like, I don't know, like when it's a matchup I'm super comfortable in, it's like, wow, Falco's the best character in the game. And then it's like, if the other person is just way better than me at the matchup, then it's like, oh, I don't know any of these spots. Like, I don't like.
Yeah, very like that's the thing with Falco. Here's another big difference between them. With Falco, it's like if you aren't smarter than your opponent as Falco, like not smarter as like a person, like if you're not playing smarter than your opponent, the chances of you winning are very low, maybe like 30%. If you're playing smarter than your opponent, chances of winning, assuming you don't make like you don't SD or something, very, very high. As Fox, even if you are like way smarter than them, your odds of winning don't go up that much. It's more about your ability to like hit mixes and executions really well. So, like, I just think that like Falco rewards intelligent play significantly more than Fox does. But Fox can, if you choose the wrong choice or you make a mistake, Fox has like a very high probability of making the situation good for you anyway. And so like when you go from Falco to Fox, there's always going to be all these spots where you're like, dude, I won that. I just mindlessly did this randomly, and then I spot dodged shine up smashed after, and it worked. And it's just like, yeah, that's like the great part about Fox. And the bad part about Fox is you go, I am going to play the world's most perfect neutral of all time, and it doesn't matter because they just decided to do a move, and you had no real way to deal with that. Whereas Falco has the laser control. Like, if you are better than someone and smarter than them as Falco, you will win, like, 100% of the time, pretty much. Fox does not have that level of control, but he gets a bunch of freebies in exchange. And so it's kind of like, what's better? Like, victory from perfect control, or character that wins a good amount of time without perfect control or intelligence? And it's like, well, one of those characters is certainly much more fun to play on a summer day with the homies at a barbecue, you know, and then like one of those characters is like in the dark in your room at 3 a.m. after 4 hours of tech skill practice, you realize that they're unbeatable. And it's kind of like, it's just like this very interesting dichotomy of two very different characters.
I don't know. I think I that's why I've like kind of been like, I don't think it's like reason, like I don't know if I can like be good at Falco in every matchup all the time.
And then many are saying like, this. many such cases.
And it's like, now I'm just like, let me just kind of learn, let me just like look for my juicy openings as Fox, and like,
it's the Fox pipeline, man. It's the reason why Falco is and will always be 20 times cooler, because Fox is just the, if you could take this pill now and be born with like old money trust fund, you know, and you're like, oh man, but I would lose all my aura, and they're like, yes, and you're like, honestly, I would take that like half the days of my life. like I would take the special pill that makes me the pampered trust fund baby that no one likes. I will take it. And it's like, but you know, other days you have a little bit more, you know, energy and like mental, and you're like, you know what, like I think it's cooler to have aura. It's really just, you know, it's however you're feeling. And I do think that like as the meta has advanced more and more, it has made it like harder over time for Falco to be like a casually playable character at a high level. Like, you gotta be nasty as Falco to compete, and it's like, how nasty you need to be as Fox? Like, you need to be like kind of smart, kind of good, and you can make it work. Falco is not the kind of smart, kind of good, make it work character. He is like, are you nasty? Check the box, yes or no. If not, probably gonna lose. And so I feel you. Like, I play both, you know. I've played both now for a while, and I'm on like the big Fox wave right now, because I feel like for a long time after I switched back to like tri-main from Falco, that my Fox was kind of like running on the fumes of my previous years of Fox, and I definitely felt him kind of falling behind and getting kind of ugly. So I'm in like my big Fox era right now, trying to make my Fox as good as he can be. But I guarantee there will be some point in the future where I get really tired of just picking a number and short hop drilling in after I counter that number. And like, it's pretty nice to have Falco there so that you can like perfectly control the opponent and actually outplay them every time, you know? You're guaranteed, you basically, if you outplay your opponent as Falco, you're guaranteed to win. Not true as Fox.
Yeah, I guess. I don't like really, I feel like I kind of maybe be neutral as like both of them are kind of.
As a what?
Like, I don't feel like I'm always like outplaying people like as Falco. Maybe that's like where I need to like get better at it.
Yeah, that does sound like a little bit of a problem, because like most of the time when you were ripping mixes in this set, you lost like almost all of them, and then every situation that you controlled, you did pretty good in. You almost have to have like a pathological desire for control of the game state in order to like play Falco correctly. Otherwise, it's just like you're playing Gamble Bird, and it's like, well, you're playing Gamble Bird, and Marth is the house, you know, and you're like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna play blackjack based on like vibes only and no thought. And it's like, okay, well, the house will destroy you, but if you count cards, they're like, hey, stop that. It's actually, I've never thought about that before. Shockingly good analogy.
Yeah, wait, yeah, it's just I gotta like get better at like doing that, and also in tournament, I think it's like I don't. It's like I don't know how to do that when I'm playing bad as Falco. Like I can like as Fox, it's like I'm down to just kind of rip like dash dance at a specific timing and just like
Hope.
rip a
He's a
like
great Hope character. Like, I'm playing
yeah, it's
bad,
just
maybe
like
this Nair will hit, please. Yeah, Fox
yeah,
is
just running
fantastic
shine.
for that.
I can just like fish with running shine and then just like pick one of 5 perfectly viable options after running shine, or like drift drill in a like random way and they can't like deal. It's like I can just keep spamming stuff, and it's kind of like similar to how you can like laser and then see what they're up to
Mm-hmm.
at like slightly higher risk. But if it just like randomly hits them with the like running shine up air or something, it's like, oh sick, like they're at 0 and now they're gonna take 60 or maybe die.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, he does have a lot of like, oops, I won. Nice, I'll just take that to the bank. Guess I'm sick. But
Yeah,
as your opponents get better, the number of times that works does go down a little bit. And like, if you're playing bad, you probably going to just like, maybe you win one more game or one more set as Fox. Um, but like, you know, ultimately it's like a gamble, and Fox has slightly better odds in the gamble situation. And you're like, well, when I don't have any skill and I feel like just gambling that day, the gamble character is stronger. And I'm like, yes, definitely. But, you know, is he strong enough that you will just win every event because you're playing Fox when you're playing bad? Probably not. Um,
yeah,
there's like really, really, really good Fox players in the world who, when they're playing bad, just get washed. Like, I think Josh is one of the best players in the world easily, and like, sometimes he just shows up and gets washed because he's playing Fox bad. Like, he's playing bad that day. So it's not like Fox is just like, well, even when I'm playing bad, I auto win. Like, I don't know. I talked to a lot of people who like switch to Fox, and they're just like, dude, Fox is the freest character ever. I just win every situation. I'm just like owning everyone with no effort and no practice. But then I like look at their results, and like their results don't really go up. Like, it's more of like a perception thing than anything that like Fox is like big carrying them. Like, how many players do you know who have switched to Fox and then suddenly like skyrocketed in performance? Not many.
I don't know off the top of my
Like,
head,
Salami switched to Fox from Jigglypuff, and it took him like 6 years or something to get decent.
I think it feels like harder to like I don't know. I think it's like he's still hard. Like my thing with him right now is that I'm like my tech skill on Fox is like not like I have like pretty bad execution, and I don't like I'm still
Yep.
pretty bad, but I feel like my Fox on a good day is like already better than my Falco on a good day in the matchups my Falco.
Mm-hmm. That might say something about your Falco too. That
Yeah.
like Fox just has like Fox is just way stronger at certain points of the journey than Falco. I think so. Like, you might be at a spot where, I mean, and who knows? Maybe like I think there's like a balance to it. I recommend that most people play both Spaceys to some level if they play a Spacey, especially if they play Falco. Less so if they play Fox, although I think it's very useful for the Falco matchup. But I think if you play just Falco and you never play Fox, it can kind of like, you can kind of get closed off to a lot of options, and you kind of get stuck in patterns. And Fox has kind of this freedom to him that I think you can like somewhat like carry back to Falco.
I have noticed that like it's helped me. Like I think Fox gets so much value from like like hitting an up air on someone above you or like up tilt that it's like made me realize like I'm leaving a lot on the table while sharking is Falco too.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think that type of stuff is really, really good to realize.
And like Fox up smash at low percent in neutral is like I don't know if you agree with this. Like I feel like maybe it's at a higher level it's like bad, but it's like it's a good just like they're gonna sort of be here at low percent, and it's like I know they're not gonna shield, and it's like just safe on hit, big damage, and if they DI bad, it's like good. And I've started treating Falco Smash like that.
Yeah, Falco can do that. Can do a lot of the same stuff, just in like a slightly different way.
It's worse, but it's like you can throw it out like 1 in 20 times. And
I do see where you're coming from. Like ultimately, like Fox is just like I said, Fox is obviously a better character, and then Falco is like secretly from the background. Like, what if I was better? What if I had like arcane magic that made me stronger than you? And you're like, oh, okay, maybe, but like clearly, like, and I always use the same exact illustration. It's Superman versus Batman. Like, Fox is Superman, Falco's Batman with prep time. And it's like, well, who's gonna win this battle? And it's like, well, honestly, if I was gonna pick one of them, I would, just in real life, and I only had one choice ever, Superman. He can fly. He's super strong. Smashes through. You're just like, man, never realized when I was Batman, like how nice it would be to fly and have laser eyes. And I'm like, yeah, it's great. But when it really comes down to it in all the movies and comics and stuff, Batman with prep time can make it work. He can get the secret kryptonite or whatever. He can make something happen to beat Fox or to beat Superman. But like you'll always like Batman will always be like weaker than Superman in like the conventional sense,
Yeah.
And so it just really comes down to like preference and like what you're trying to get out of it. I think like if you are feeling like big gains as Fox and it feels like if you feel like a tug away from Falco, I would recommend playing whichever character you feel like you are being dragged towards from like with your brain. Like if you feel the tug towards Fox, then go for it. And I think that like it would potentially, like you should, as you play Fox, be kind of like, man, I wish I had Falco here. Man, I wish I had Falco here. And that'll eventually like drag you back to Falco. But I haven't heard you be like, yeah, when I'm playing Fox, I just really miss the laser. You're just kind of like, all these spots as Falco remind me of this beautiful position as Fox. And I'm like, oh, interesting. Sounds like you might be a little bit more interested in Fox than Falco at the moment.
Yeah, it's like I think,
and there's no shame in that,
It's like only when I play Ice Climbers, like I'll play Friend a lot, and like
oh yeah, and that matchup I'm always like I miss Falco so much.
Yeah, it's like I can't play Fox in this matchup right now, and then it's like Falco's laser. That's a matchup where I'm like I need the laser, and like the short hop being like, but it's also just I've played it so much more as Falco. That's like I think Falco Dittos and Falco Ices were like my like comfort matchups for me, and if I only played those, I'd be like twice as good of a player. Like I don't know, like results wise.
Yeah, like, dual maining is fine.
Yeah,
not a problem.
And then
because like your goal is not to like results max. Like the goal is to be like as good at the game as possible, and like. I have a big theory in this game that like you should just kind of follow whatever your brain is telling you is interesting, and because it'll store it the best. So I think like anytime it's like, oh, like if you like this matchup more and you want to play it, like no reason not to. In my mind.
Yeah, it's like I think on average I have more fun playing Falco, but I have a lot easier time like
True.
digesting like what Fox needs to do to get like better.
Yes, because he's simpler. And I think that like that's definitely a tough choice. Like I see the conflict. Either way, it's like you'll kind of like I said, like the Fox freebies they only let you get so far, just off of them alone. Like if you're enjoying Falco more, I don't know. it's a tough spot. I think it's like really like ultimately it's like the Mewtwo King dilemma where he's like, well, this stage in this matchup I gotta play this character because they're optimal here, and then if I'm playing bad, I don't like playing Fox here. I like playing Sheik here, and you can kind of make it like a weird,
Dude, yeah.
like what am I even doing here type of feeling, you know?
I think I'm falling into that hole right now. I'm dead ass. I like have stage specific. Okay, this is a Fox stage in this matchup. Like for me right now.
Yeah, and like you can do that, and I've done that for like some periods, but I feel like if you feel it causing any sort of like frustration or you feel kind of like empty after a loss, like I definitely would feel that like if I switched to a character for just a stage and then I lose, and I'd be kind of like, man, I didn't want to play it the other way, but I don't really love it this way either. You know, then like that's usually when I would just sort of take a step back and like make a rule for myself. Like I would say, I'm only playing this character for 3 months, or I'm only playing this character in this matchup for 3 months, or I always switch to this character on this stage every time, and I'm not going to think about it. Any sort of, like, thinking about it during the tournament, I think is always, like, really bad. I think it'll always just make you feel kind of worse afterward. If you win, you feel like, yeah, I made it work. I just, like, used my secret mud technique to, like, get them, like, to cheese them. And then if you lose, you're like, I'm just... Feels like I'm, like, a matchup cheeser, you know? And that's at least for me. Like I've felt like that before.
Yeah, I think mostly I have like a pretty solid like this is the plan. The only time I like really like with like I play Fox in these matchups or like on these stages, and the last time I did that it was like game 5 against Bizarro Flame, and then I like switched back to Falco and got 4-stocked on Dreamland. And I was like, okay, maybe this is just the Fox matchup right now. Like.
Mm-hmm.
But like, for the most part, I think I'm like, yeah, I've got like, thankfully, like I don't like overthink it mid set. Like,
okay, that's good.
Other than that, yeah. But
yeah, like what would you say your like goal is right now for like dual maining, or like why are you playing both? Is it just because you feel like Fox is like easier sometimes?
I think Fox. I think I can improve like way faster if I just played Fox.
I mean, if you have that feeling, I would recommend saying like it's Fox June or it's Fox May. I always say it's Fox Summer. Every summer the weather gets warm and I'm like, I just feel like playing Fox really fast and stupid and hanging out. Just happens to me like every summer for some reason, no matter which character I'm playing. But like if you really feel like Fox would give you more improvement, like I would say just it's Fox month, or it's I'm gonna play Fox for 2 weeks or something like that, and just focus on that rather than having like this like kind of awkward back and forth.
Yeah, I did that for like a month and a half maybe, and then the controller broke, and I was like kind of off practicing Fox, and then I was like, well, the arcade comes in a week, let me play Falco again. But yeah, I was gonna like I think right now I'm gonna just do like 50-50 and do it.
And that's fine. Yeah, I can just like, it's just the amount of moments in the lesson that you've brought up, like, but Fox here, or like whatever, is just like, I think it's good that you're like comparing them and thinking it through. It's yeah, I don't know. I think it's fine. I think I see some conflicts in the way you're kind of thinking about it, where I think like I said, you're kind of just getting like over impressed by like Superman's strength and speed, and in my mind, I kind of see like a little bit of like it might be like a little bit less powerful than it feels coming from Falco, or like Falco's stuff is just like a little bit different in my mind.
Yeah.
But if you don't really feel any conflict with it, you know, it's not like a huge deal. More so that I think it's like, okay, to break down kind of what I'm thinking, more so just that it's very easy, I think, for a lot of people who play Falco to try Fox and have that exact feeling. And I think that, like, it's important not to lose sight of the fact that like the things that make Falco good are just they're just less obvious than like strength and speed type of vibe. That's more what I'm trying to get across.
Yeah, I don't want to say that like Falco's bad. Like I feel like I've gone through phases where I'm like, wow, Falco's like a mid tier, and I don't feel like
as a Falco main, you get to say Falco is bad every now and then. As long as every now and then you're also like, man, Falco's broken.
Yeah, that's I'm in the like optimistic about Falco phase of my life right now, even though I'm 1 foot out the door. But I think it's also that there's like the Fox Cookbook Discord that's like just a really like easy place to go. Every time I'm like, I don't know what to do in this matchup. Here's like a Discord server where some like top players are just like,
yeah, I see.
Here's a bunch of shit that you can just like copy, and then there's no like maybe there is one and I'm just like not aware of it, but there's no like just go online and like here's like a place where just like,
yeah, like you're saying, just like a big Falco like guide type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I there might be some Discords for it. I know that the Falcos are talking. I was in a Falco Discord for like SoCal Falcos for a little bit. I'm surprised you weren't in that one, but I don't know where they meet up now. Honestly, I would ask Cliche. Because Cliche was saying they're like analyzing like every set she plays and stuff like that. They got to be doing that somewhere. I would try to get in there. I think talking with other Falcos is like a very important part of playing the character because he's so complicated.
Yeah, I know. I think I'm in the like general like there's a melee Falco Discord like in general that I like.
Yeah, but you know, I don't mean one of those. Like I was like, just ask Cliche. They definitely have like a Falco Discord that you can join.
Okay.
For
yeah,
sure.
I'll hit them up.
But yeah, we're basically at like 2 hours.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. I mean, I'm on the clock. It's not a huge deal for me and stuff, and I think we're having a good conversation, so I'm chilling. But do you have any like more like thoughts or questions for today on like what you're going? Like you know, I don't mind going a few minutes over. We did a whole 2 hours, so want to make sure you feel like you get your money's worth for it.
Yeah, I think this is good enough for now. Like at some point I'm gonna want to talk about like Marth Falco. I mean, not Marth Falco. Fox Falco. Like,
yeah,
from the Falco point of view, probably. Because that was like.
I've been big on the wave lately. Even though it was like I've always been on the wave. I've just been like extra telling Falco players to like just focus on the Fox matchup more. I think every Falco should just get way better against Fox. But not play him in the gambly way. Like, if they can beat Fox in a non-gambly way, because that's the problem, right? Falco hits Fox so hard that a lot of Falcos, like, grind against Fox, but they're just grinding, like, laser instant nair. And they're like, did it work? If it did, I get my big combo. And, like, that's not what I want them to practice. It's, like, keeping Fox out with lasers, like, keeping Fox locked down with lasers, avoiding Fox on the platforms. All of these things are like harder against Fox and more precise against Fox than against the rest of the cast. And so I've just been like telling pretty much all my Falco students, like, please just focus on Fox. Like, I just feel like it goes so much quicker. And like, you know, you've been playing a long enough time. I think we can talk about like Marth and stuff like that too. But like, my real opinion is definitely that like most stuff can be fixed in the Fox matchup, and that was how I learned Falco. I just did only Falco Fox for like 6 months, and I think it helped me out like a lot in the long run to get really good against Fox first.
Okay, that's interesting. I feel like I've lost almost every like ranked or if I'm not playing like at a like 8 out of 10 like discipline and like tech skill, I think I lose to like almost every Fox.
Well, you know, that is a great like pain point, like if you know, for like an analysis doctoring of like looking and being like, oh, right there, like if you are not beating the majority of Foxes as Falco and you're not comfortable in the matchup, then you're probably not really going to be comfortable in any of the other matchups, even if you think you might be, because you're just going to be missing a bunch. Like, all of Falco's fundamental tech skill gets tested against Fox. So you need it, like you need to be consistent against Fox like sorry, what I should say is like to be consistent against Fox, it like kind of verifies all of your fundamental Falco tech skill, and then like you can bring that into all of your other matchups and be like, oh, this character is kind of like Fox, but like they don't have a shine and a shield, or they're kind of like Fox, but like they don't have a shine like to edgeguard me, or they're kind of like Fox, but they don't have an up smash, and like or they're a little slower, or they don't have this as good of a running power shield or a wave dash. Because Fox just kind of has like almost maxed out stats and like everything. But if Fox is somewhat of trouble, then like who knows? Like it's all out of whack, you know. Basically, like it could be any problem or any combination of problems. And against other characters, like other characters don't verify all of Falco's fundamental tech skill like Fox does. So like you can get away with beating Sheik or something with like half of Falco's fundamental tech skill intact and it'll still mostly work. But like against Fox that's not the case, which is why I think it's so important. A lot of times people think they're bad at matchups, but what they're bad at is Falco.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm like, yeah, I have a lot of things to improve on.
And I don't just mean like, oh, they're just bad, like they're bad at the game. I just mean that like they're like fundamental. Like if you can consistently execute all of your Falco tech skill against Fox, then Ness is a walk in the park. You know, like or like DK. They're all just crazy walks in the park because you're like, dude, this is DK is not running power shield, wave dash, and shining me. This character is free. You know, like it's that sort of thing. Whereas I feel like it took me almost no effort to learn Falco's low tier matchups or like Falco's weird matchups. I like honestly got bodied in them really really hard 2 or 3 times, and then I would just learn them because I'm like, oh, they're just like Fox but like worse. They're just like easy Fox, you know. Whereas like if the only matchups you're good at are like, oh, I'm good against Falco Sheik or Falco Puff or Falco whatever, it's like there's just gonna be like holes there, and those holes might get targeted by a low tier, but you might have this feeling of like, it's a low tier, why am I not winning this, you know? That's just sort of like my opinion on it.
Okay, that's maybe I need to focus on the neutral in like general more, because I feel like a lot of the rare matchups where I'm just like, I feel kind of bad is like, it's because there's like a big punish disparity between me and them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
yeah, and that like, could just literally be like an execution issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a lot of the characters are fairly easy to combo. Like DK is really really easy to combo as Falco, as long as you don't try to pillar him 3 times in a row. As long as you keep him in the air. Same with Ganon. But like, if you don't have the accuracy to adapt to like different DIs on an unfamiliar character or whatever, then they're just gonna like get out, and they have a bunch of free punishes on Falco anyway. Like I would say that like the neutral is just what saves Falco from getting like freebie punished over and over, and the neutral is dependent a lot on your control and execution, which practicing against Fox will grind in.
Okay.
Just a thought I've been really emphasizing lately, because I feel like a lot of Falcos get caught up in like, I need to learn every matchup, and it's like, what if you could just beat every Fox in your state and then learn the other matchups? Like I feel like that would help so much more. Just in general across the board for most Falco players.
Okay, maybe
and without gambling. That's the important part. Without gambling. Gotta make that very clear. Because a lot of Falcos are, quote, good against Fox, and it's just because they gamble over and over as fast as they can, and that is not what you want to be doing. Gotta play the slow neutral, the careful neutral, against Fox. And that is how you train in the hardest environment you can, in my mind.
Okay, I'd be really down to talk about this matchup like another time, because I also I'm down. I do need to go soon, but I think I'm not great at I did notice this. I like ran into Null on unranked like a couple days ago late at night, and I was playing.
Who'd you say?
Null.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, and he was like frying me most of the games, but I took a couple and I was like, it's a lot easier to play against him because he's not like, even when I'm losing, it feels like he's not like the most like like
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're
scrappy.
saying. It's because he's not testing your fundamental tech skill. Like, he is purposely assuming that you are already going to handle all those things. And so, if you have a bunch of weaknesses in your fundamentals, that's a lot of. Whenever anybody says, like, man, I just do so much better against, like, top players and good players than, like, baddies or, like, mid players, it's always just that, like, they have a bunch of flaws and a bunch of like fundamental tech skill with their character that is bad, and the good players subconsciously avoid those positions because they assume that the player is going to hit those things just because they're used to practicing against better players.
Yeah, and it's like
And
when
so
it
that's why it's so useful, is because you just play a bunch of bad foxes who will do nothing but execution test you and full hop Narian over and over, and you get really nasty against that, and then you're like, okay, I'm ready to like play against some harder opponents now.
yeah, and it's like I for sure still do better against the worst foxes, but like it feels like
Not do better. It's not about doing better or worse
yeah,
necessarily. It's like the feeling. It's the
it's
because
it,
I'm 99.9% sure you're talking about the thing I'm thinking about.
it's like easier to play like cleaner a little bit and like figure out like
Yep.
mid game why I'm like what's going on, and like
Mm-hmm.
even when I'm like don't have a good understanding of like the game in front of me, like it
It's
feels
yeah,
like
because
I get to make conscious decisions and
yeah,
control it
yeah, it's because
more.
they're doing conscious decisions. So it's like, it's like being in a conversation where somebody, and they're giving these really deep responses and they're listening to everything you tell them, versus like in a conversation with somebody who just wants to like clown on you. And
Yeah.
like, it's like you got to be able to defend yourself from like the scrubby stuff with like crazy consistency and accuracy before like you can like build up to the level where like, because otherwise what'll happen is you'll be having this really good conversation in game against a good player, and you'll be like, dude, this is going surprisingly well, like I'm kind of cooking them, and then it like starts getting close, and you'll just feel this moment where they go like, I don't know, 5 execution tests in a row, and you just lose. Because they just have this moment where they're like, why am I losing to this guy who's like worse than me just because he's like playing a little smart? I bet he's gonna miss this. And then you will. And that's why you got to build it up from the ground up.
Yeah, I think that yeah, my execution's like very I also
Like execution slash recognition. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
reacting to Fox doing a thing and reacting with your correct thing.
yeah. I think I just need to deliberately practice that more. It's like you okay, I feel like I go through these phases sometimes in friendlies where I'm like, okay, let me just like lock in on playing as fast as possible or like whatever, and that's like when I'm like over focused on that stuff, I think it is that like should I just like I think it makes me like
You're saying
play
you're saying playing as fast as possible. Is that what you said?
yeah, like faster, like let me just like do the thing like that I practiced or like that I want to get better at.
Yeah.
And when I'm like too focused on it sometimes, like it I think it makes me play worse.
Yeah, it makes you like
Like in
dumb.
terms of
Definitely. That
it
is.
yeah.
It's because you're like. It's like running with like a weight vest, and it makes you slow. And it's like, yeah, the purpose is to get stronger. So like running with the weight vest making me slower is kind of part of the process. Like sometimes you want to be really slow and just work on responding to everything. Sometimes you want to be really fast and just be like, I'm just gonna try not to be the biggest idiot in the world by going fast. And it's kind of like you're doing like stretches, like you're trying to like exercise different parts of your falco until you're like strong overall. But when you try to be fast or go super quick and cracked and stuff, you will always get dumber. Like everyone does, and it's an important part of the game to practice like going as fast as you can and try to not be the dumbest man alive. You can be like kind of dumber than if you play slow. Like of course you're gonna be dumber, but you just don't want to be like the dumbest.
Yeah. So like I feel like what's been working for me is like just like a play like I just don't try to play fast when I like when it's like a tournament or ranked set, and I think that's like okay, so if is it like if I'm like too if playing too fast makes you dumb, like, do you just like, is that just like you just
Yeah,
say that for
you just
friendlies?
watch the VOD of you playing dumb and fast and be like, okay, I just need to replace this really dumb thing with like one more dash dance or one more platform movement or one more timing mix up, and then you go back and you try to play as fast as you can and you try to do that. It's the same way as if you're like trying to play like smarter. You watch your VOD and you say like, okay, like how could I have played this smart, slow, neutral better that I was attempting to do but failed at? And so it's like if you're attempting to play super fast and good, then you can just play super fast, watch the VOD, and be like, okay, what are the flaws in my like super fast style, And those are going to be different flaws than you have in your like slow, thoughtful style. And it's just like finding the flaws. Like you decide you're going to approach the game a certain way for learning purposes. You play it, just whatever comes out comes out, and then in analysis you say, okay, when I'm thinking about the game this way, like I'm trying to play against Marth more passively at the beginning of the game or whatever, or just more passively in general, then this goes wrong. How do I fix that problem? And kind of like approaching it from different angles.
Okay. I think, yeah, I'll just experiment with that.
And yes, I would say like what I would like you to do right now, or like past this lesson probably,
Mm-hmm.
is I would say, oh, there's a few things. Okay, like against Marth, there's all the stuff we talked about, like the positions and labbing those positions. And I think that was to be like the thing that would help you the most against Marth, like getting really, really acquainted with what options Marth sees when he's recovering, getting really well acquainted with the laser nair position versus like laser dash dance around the fair down air. Not ripping instant double approaching laser without like a good reason. And whatever, and the stalemating / punishing the runoff fair, just like those. Just if you just focused on like those and just big grinded those out, you would immediately get like huge improvement against Marth, because the rest of your like movement and thought process isn't like bad. You're just like losing every one of the 3 most important positions.
Okay.
I would say that's a good start, and I would say you can transition to Fox from there and just start working on like, if like, or like whenever you feel like it, just sort of transition to start working on like, I'm going to try to win the Falco Fox matchup by outplaying the Fox every time I get a neutral opening rather than gambling. And whatever goes wrong, try to analyze it and figure out what's going wrong. That would be like my top 2 things for you to work on right now.
Okay. Yeah, just to be clear, when you say gambling, like,
by gambling, I mean like you shoot a laser and you just down air or nair and you like hope for the best, versus like trying to get Fox to like give you a whiff punish.
okay, I don't
Whiff punish / like you laser Fox while Fox shields, and then you throw out like a short hop down air in front of Fox and he wave dashes into the down air and gets hit, like that counts. If you approaching high laser Fox's full hop and he gets hit on the way down and you up tilt him out of the laser, that's a dub. If you get him to spot dodge and punish, that's a dub. If you get him to nair in and you power shield shine, that's a dub. But what's not a dub is like, I did a laser approaching laser and it hit.
Okay, I don't think when I'm like playing decent against Fox, I think I'm like, I will do that double approaching laser if like I think they're gonna take laser dash back, but like in general, I feel like I even if it's like a dumb thing to read, like I think I play with like an idea of like, I want to hit them for doing this thing, or I want to stay safe from this thing. Like I don't feel like my default is to like gamble the like.
That's good. I'm just emphasizing it because I think that when most Falcos try to play against Fox, that is like the direction they go if they're grinding against Fox. I don't think that's like a particular like a you problem. I just want to emphasize it just because I always emphasize it.
I for sure do it sometimes. Like I did notice in one of the VODs I was like thinking about going over that I just like randomly.
It's just like, it's just really tempting to be like grinding against Fox a bunch and then be like, man, it's 9 p.m. Like get on Discord, and you just like hop on and play 3 hours of Falco Fox, and you're just kind of like the games are like fast and fun and we're just kind of gaming it out. Like that's not actually going to help very much. Not in the way that I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying to be careful of. You want your Fox practice to be like, I am like systematically eliminating the ways that Fox can hurt me one at a time and removing them from my gameplay, and then like essentially I had like a single algorithm at some point that I could run and beat like almost every Fox in the world just off of my algorithm with almost no like real thought. And I think that the very top of the world, it's gotten a lot harder to do that algorithm for free. It definitely is harder these days, but at the level you're fighting foxes at, you should 100% be able to very easily just algorithm kill them and just like have consistent outplays where you kind of destroy fox.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I maybe do need to work on the consistent outplays, but yeah, we can just, I think we save that for like a different lesson.
That sounds good to me. But yeah, do you feel like anything lingering? You feel like you got all your questions and thoughts out for now?
Yeah, I think that's like, I feel like we went through a good amount of stuff.
Okay.
I might have more, like, after I try this stuff out in Uncle Punch, like, I might have more questions about, like, what, okay, I guess,
yes,
like,
what I will say is, you know, feel free to DM me.
Yeah.
Feel free. Like, if you test it out, something's weird, do not hesitate to DM me about it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. It's like, I can just, like, this is a good, like, starting point to figure out the spots against Mart, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Sounds good. Good luck with all this. Like I said, you know, feel free to message me about it. We can chat. And, sounds good. I will talk to you later then.
Alright, appreciate it.
Alright, yeah,
Thanks.
peace.
Peace.